All right, time to dive into something icy and refreshing. We're going to explore the Ninja FS301 Professional Slushie Machine today.
Ooh.
And, I think maybe you're thinking about ditching those store-bought slushies.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe making your own frozen drinks at home.
Definitely.
I get it. Who wouldn't want to kind of like relive those childhood memories of gas station treats, right? Or like experiment and make healthier, customized options.
For sure.
So we're going way beyond just reading the Amazon listing here.
Okay.
And really digging into this machine.
Awesome.
So, it's interesting how these at-home appliances are constantly evolving.
Yeah, we've gone from these big, clunky, noisy machines to these sleek gadgets that can whip up a slushie in just minutes.
Right.
All at home.
Like right in your kitchen.
Yeah.
And this Ninja FS301, it has this feature that really caught my eye.
Okay.
It's called RapidChill Technology.
Interesting.
No ice needed.
Wow.
That's pretty intriguing.
Yeah.
So it uses an auger, which is like this spiral blade that spins around this super cooled cylinder.
Interesting.
And somehow that makes perfectly smooth slushies without any ice.
It's really cool how this solves like that watery mess you get with ice sometimes, when the ice melts too fast.
Yeah.
And it maintains that perfect slushy consistency,
Yeah.
from the first sip to the last.
But how does it work?
Yeah.
Like, I'm picturing the cylinder that's so cold.
Right.
It just instantly freezes everything you put in there.
You're kind of on the right track. The cylinder gets super cold, but it doesn't like instantly freeze the whole mixture.
Okay. Yeah.
It's more like the auger is spinning and spinning, and it creates this thin layer of ice crystals on the cylinder.
Okay.
And then the auger, it scrapes those off and they mix back into the drink.
Okay.
And that creates that smooth, slushy texture.
Oh, so it's like a cycle of freezing and blending.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's definitely better than those old ways of just blending ice and hoping for the best.
Yeah, totally. And
Yeah.
what I think is really cool is that this Ninja FS301, it's not limited to like just your basic slushy, like fruity drinks.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking wine slushies.
Wow.
Coffee slushies. Even chocolate milk slushies.
Really?
It's crazy.
The possibilities are endless.
Right.
You can make frozen margaritas for a party,
Yeah.
fancy coffee drinks, healthy smoothies.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it really has something for everyone.
It's like you have a little frozen drink bar.
Right.
Right there on your counter.
I love it.
But the listing did mention something interesting.
Okay.
If you want to make sugar-free recipes, they need a little bit of help to get that perfect slushy consistency.
Interesting.
I'm guessing there's some science to that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Sugar actually plays a huge role in making a good slushie because it lowers the freezing point of liquids. And that's what helps them form those nice, smooth, icy crystals.
Oh, so without enough sugar, it might freeze too hard.
Right, or it'll just be like icy and grainy.
Okay, so for people who want to enjoy sugar-free slushies, is there a way to do that with this machine?
Well, it's less of a trick and more like understanding the science.
Okay.
The listing mentions using some specific sugar substitutes that actually work just like sugar does.
Oh, wow.
And it even tells you exactly which kinds and how much to use.
Okay, so you can still get that perfect slushy texture, even without the sugar.
Yeah.
That's good to know. I like having options.
Yeah.
Especially like healthy options.
Sure.
And speaking of options, this Ninja FS301 is packed with features.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't call it the professional model for nothing.
Exactly.
Right.
A professional is more than just a name.
Yeah.
It's the features, the control this machine gives you.
Okay.
It has 5 preset programs.
What?
Adjustable temperature, control a large capacity, and it promises consistently smooth results.
5 preset programs.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
What kind of options are we talking?
Well, from what we can see on the listing, it looks like there are settings for different drinks.
Okay.
Like slushies, frozen cocktails, smoothies, and even milkshakes.
Milkshakes too.
Yeah.
Wow, so it can make more than just icy drinks.
That's right. It seems like it can handle thicker, creamier things too.
Yeah.
So you could get really creative.
That's incredible.
Imagine a peanut butter cup milkshake or a chocolate avocado smoothie.
Okay, now you're making me hungry. But really, that's amazing. It's like having a mini dessert factory right on your counter.
I know.
And it's also really convenient. It has a detachable lid and a drip tray.
Oh, nice.
So cleanup should be easy.
That's always it. Plus, nobody wants to spend more time cleaning than enjoying their slushies.
Yeah, for sure. And don't forget about the RapidChill compressor. That's not just good for late night slushy cravings.
All right.
It also means it's really quiet.
It's a game changer, especially for people in apartments or with families.
Yeah, you can whip up a batch of slushies without waking anyone up.
Exactly.
So we've talked a lot about the technology and the science behind this machine. But there's one thing we haven't really touched on yet.
What's that?
The social side of slushies.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Slushies are more than just a drink.
Yeah, exactly. They're like a social experience, a way to connect with friends and family.
Yeah, they're fun and celebratory.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
They're a staple at birthday parties, summer barbecues, even just casual get-togethers.
They bring people together.
Right. And with the Ninja FS301, you're not just making a slushie, you're creating an experience.
Right.
You're opening up all these possibilities for sharing and connecting.
I love that.
And making memories with people you care about.
And that's what makes this machine so special. It's more than just the technical stuff.
Right.
It's about that human connection and creativity and fun.
I love that.
Me too.
Okay, well, before we get too sentimental here,
Okay.
let's take a look at the Amazon listing itself
Sounds good.
and see what kind of interesting insights we can find there.
Okay.
I'm really curious to see what people are saying about this machine.
Yeah, me too. You know, it's really interesting how this Amazon listing gives us a peek into like the whole social world around this machine.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the frequently bought together section?
Oh, yeah.
Paper cups, stirrers.
Yeah.
It's like they're practically begging you to throw a slushie party.
Right.
It's awesome.
I know. It's like picturing people getting together, sharing their slushies, and just having a good time.
Exactly. And then you got the customer reviews.
Oh, yeah.
Those are always fun.
Yeah. What are people saying?
And one reviewer raved about a coconut cream and pineapple slushie.
Ooh.
With a little rum for the adults, of course.
Ooh. Okay, that sounds delicious.
Right.
It's like it can be for kids and adults.
Exactly.
Everyone.
From kid-friendly treats to fancy adult drinks.
Amazing.
The possibilities are truly endless.
But to be fair, not all the reviews were perfect.
Right.
Some people mentioned some inconsistency with the machine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like sometimes the texture wasn't quite right or it didn't freeze properly.
That's good to know.
Yeah. It's important to remember that no product is perfect.
Right. Every appliance has its quirks.
Exactly.
Reading reviews can help you figure out if it's the right fit for you.
Totally. Okay, so we've talked about the social side of things.
Yeah.
And we've peeked into the Amazon listing. Now I want to circle back to the technical stuff, those preset programs.
Yeah.
We know there are 5 of them.
Right.
But what do they actually do?
Well, they're designed to take the guesswork out of slushie making.
Okay.
They have settings for different drinks, so you get the best results every time.
So I don't have to mess with the settings myself.
Exactly. You just choose the right program, and the machine does the rest.
That's awesome. So easy.
And if you're feeling adventurous, you can always adjust the settings manually.
Okay, so there's something for everyone.
Right.
I like that. And you mentioned earlier that this machine can make milkshakes, too.
I did.
That's pretty impressive.
It is.
Considering it's mostly for slushies.
It really shows how versatile and powerful this machine is.
Yeah, how does it do both?
It's all about controlling the ice crystals.
Oh.
For slushies, you want those crystals to be small and evenly spread out. That's what gives you that smooth texture.
Right.
And the Ninja's auger keeps things moving so the crystals don't get too big.
It was kind of like mimicking the hand scraping technique.
Exactly. It's like having a little slushie expert.
Wow.
Right there in your kitchen.
Love it.
Now, milkshakes are a bit different.
Okay.
You want them smooth and creamy.
Yeah.
Not icy.
So how does it do that?
The machine probably uses a different speed.
Okay.
And chills things for a different amount of time. So you don't get too many ice crystals.
That makes sense. It's like it knows what to do for each type of drink.
It really does.
Speaking of which, how much can this thing actually make?
Oh, that's a good question.
The listing said large capacity.
Right. Large capacity usually means it can serve a few people.
Like maybe 4 to 6?
Yeah, probably something like that.
Perfect for a movie night or a small get-together.
Definitely. Now, we've been talking a lot about the technical side of things.
Yeah.
But let's not forget about the feeling you get from a slushie.
Oh, yeah. Slushies are like a blast from the past.
They really are.
They bring back all those childhood memories.
Summer days, amusement parks, those sweet icy treats.
Exactly. Pure joy.
And with the Ninja FS301, you're not just making a drink.
Right.
You're bringing those memories back.
It's about sharing those feelings.
Exactly.
With the people you love.
Creating moments of connection, laughter, and pure enjoyment.
And making new memories that are just as good as those slushies.
I love that.
Okay, well, before we get too carried away with the nostalgia, let's be practical for a second.
All right.
What about cleanup?
Ah, yes, the dreaded cleanup.
I know.
But don't worry.
Okay.
It looks like the Ninja FS301 has that covered too.
Really? How so?
The listing mentions a detachable lid and drip tray.
Oh, right.
Those are probably dishwasher safe.
That would be amazing.
Right.
Easy cleanup is so important.
Especially for something that's supposed to be fun.
You don't want to spend all your time scrubbing.
Exactly. You should be enjoying your slushies.
And you know what else? That RapidChill compressor.
Yeah.
Not only is it quiet,
right,
I bet it helps with cleanup too.
How so?
Well, if the motor is quieter, it probably vibrates less. Less vibration means less mess.
That's a good point.
So it seems like they really thought of everything.
They did.
Ease of use, versatility, cleanup noise.
It's all there.
It's all about making the experience enjoyable.
From start to finish.
I love that.
Me too. But, for those who are still on the fence about this machine, we should probably talk about some potential downsides.
Good point. We need to be fair.
Right. No appliance is perfect.
So what are some things people should consider?
Well, one thing to think about is the size.
Okay.
It's made for home use. But it is a pretty big appliance.
Oh, so if you don't have a lot of counter space.
Yeah, you might want to think twice.
That's a good point. You don't want it taking over your whole kitchen.
Exactly. And then there's the price.
Right.
It is a professional model.
Yeah.
So it's going to be more expensive than some of the basic ones out there.
That's true. You have to balance the features and the costs.
Yeah, see if it fits your budget.
And speaking of features, how hard is it to actually clean this thing?
That's a good question.
We talked about the dishwasher safe parts.
Right, the lid and the drip tray.
Yeah. But what about the rest of it?
Well, from the pictures, it looks like the blending chamber might be a little tricky.
Oh, really?
Especially if you're making thicker stuff like milkshakes.
Yeah, I could see that being hard to get out.
You might need to put in a little extra effort.
So some good old-fashioned elbow grease?
Maybe. But hey, it's a small price to pay for homemade slushies.
Totally worth it.
Plus, I bet a good brush and some warm soapy water would do the trick.
Okay, good to know. So we've talked about the downsides.
Yeah.
But now I want to talk about the fun part.
Okay.
The creativity.
Right.
I've been seeing all these amazing slushy creations online.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Layered rainbow slushies, fancy cocktails with garnishes, even healthy smoothie bowls with fruit and granola.
It's like people are turning slushies into art.
I know, it's amazing. And it's not just about how they look.
Right.
People are trying all these different flavor combinations.
Yeah.
Using fresh ingredients, making things for different diets.
There's so many possibilities.
It's incredible.
It really shows you how versatile this machine is.
Yeah, and how creative people are.
The Ninja FS301 is like a blank canvas.
I like that.
You can experiment and make something totally unique.
It's like you become your own mixologist.
Exactly. You can make slushies that are perfect for you.
And that brings us to you, our listener.
Yeah, what kind of slushie will you create?
What flavors will you mix?
What toppings will you add?
Will you stick to the classics?
Or try something totally new?
Will you invent your own signature slushie?
We can't wait to see what you come up with.
Don't be afraid to experiment.
Push the boundaries.
And share your slushie adventures with us.
Yeah, we want to see your creations.
And remember, the Ninja FS301 is more than just a machine.
Right.
It's about connecting with people.
Getting creative.
Having fun.
Making memories.
So go out there and make some slushies.
Explore those flavors.
Have fun.
And most importantly,
enjoy.
Until
next time, happy slushing.